It was like the first step. And I think this is part of the second step. Like now I'm back to an environment of like how I grew up where people look at my skin color and they kind of judge me. Or, you know, my mannerisms, because I am a very expressive and emotional and sensitive guy that, because Dallas is such a plethora of like a utopia of people, everyone's accepting of each other. There's no, because everyone's different. Everyone, the way Asians are raised are completely different than the way blacks are, and they're completely different the way the whites are. So everyone has a different temperament, a different style of showing emotion and affection. And, you know, like things here, you know, things that happen in France would not fly here. Well, now it's becoming more and more like that, but, you know, once upon a time it would not have, because it's just different cultures. And so Dallas it was beautiful because it was like a mesh of all these cultures, and everyone gets to learn and pick from each other, like picking from trees, because we're all basically trees, and to like pick from each other and learn all, you know, how we live and how we adapt to living, you know, next door to each other and eating at each other's restaurants and having a good time, you know, knowing that we're all human beings. So it helped me learn that I'm a human being. Like, I feel like a human being. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, I have some self-worth. So now I'm back in this environment. I'm working at this, like, this is like a man's job. And I'm having to, like, kind of, like, you know, kind of be like, you know, say, yeah, what's up? Hey, hi, you know, kind of throwing my man. And inside I'm all, like, super scared. Like, inside I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, there's these big horse flies. I'm like, ugh. And there's like wasps. Okay, there's these wasp nests right, like it's right above where I work, where I crush barrels, like doing a man's job. So imagine me over here with these big gloves on, safety goggles, safety glasses on, and I'm trying to be as much as I'm trying. What's his name? Jabril. I am trying. Come on, I'm trying. Okay, but I will put the barrel in there, and you know, every like 4 or 5 seconds I'm doing this. And can you just imagine if you've seen me, like, you know, doing that? Because I'm watching. Because look, I don't want nothing to land on me. I'm sorry. It's just hard for me to get used to it. Plus, these are country folks too, so they all used to bugs. I mean, I was from Midland, Texas. Well, you know, actually, here it's completely different. Midland, you have it good because there's all kinds of insects over. I've been seeing all kinds of insects, even in my house. I'm like, okay, you know, I bought some Raid today, by the way. I can show you. I'll show you. Because I'm a Mayfield. Those are my first memories. Mayfield does not play about bugs. Alright. Let me show you what kind of I know I bought some. What's that? Yeah. No? Yeah, okay. So it says it kills. See that? Ants, roaches, spiders, and stink bugs. Okay, so we're in the summertime and all these bugs are coming towards me, and I'm like, yeah, no. So this is my room, and I'm like, you know, I got these dogs that be following me all over the place, and no telling what's on them. So I have to sleep well. You see, my bed is all messed up because I haven't been sleeping well. So anyway, I'm just going on a cleaning spree. I don't want no spiders. I don't want no ants. I don't want any bugs in my room. And I'm gonna, you know, start cleaning. Just becoming a better student of the things that I own. So anyway, I think that's. Let's see if there's something else that I can update you with. I remember when I announced that I was like gay or whatever. I'm like so over that now. Well, I mean, I understand. I still, I still have an understanding of my thorn in my flesh. But moreover, all of that, I understand that God's not going to change his mind about what he wants for me. It's Jermaine, what he has for me, which is to be a living sacrifice, to be a holy temple, to be an example, to be salt and light. So, I may be able to do whatever I want, but everything is not permissible for the Christ, the righteous believers, Christians. So if I want to consider myself among them, then I want to make sure that I bear good fruit. And so, that being said, this is not my body. Really, it's the body belongs to God, and He's already. I've been bought with a price, so I already belong to Him. So whenever I try to take charge, I will be miserable. He'll make sure that I need to let Him take control of my life, and it'll be great. So yeah, I may be whatever people see. Everyone's. And I'm learning that in a big way now because I'm like in a new place. So I'm meeting a lot of new people, and I see expressions. I don't see familiar faces. So everybody that knows me, they basically kind of have the same face. They're like, "Oh, that's Jermaine." Everyone has a different connection with everyone else, a different energy, and I know when I have a deeper connection with certain people. Like for instance, there's the Butlers that just reached out to me, and it's crazy how this all happened. But my brother Adrian, he Facebooked me, and he said, call me. So I called him, and we had a great conversation. It's been so long since I've talked to Adrian. It's been like forever to just catch up and just talk about just talk like we used to talk. When me and Adrian would talk, we would go deep, we would go into great depth, like brothers. Like he was like how I would talk with Lee, like my brother Lee. I mean it was like, damn, this is like a brother, like seriously. And so me and him would just go in on conversations and just talk for hours just about like simple stuff, just dissecting it and having that being able to have someone that has kind of like the same mindset as you and that you can connect with and kind of talk, and y'all can talk those are the people you want in your life, So I was thinking about him, and I was actually thinking about reaching out to him, but I was perplexed because, but God, I gave it to God, and He worked it out because Adrian was like, hit me up. So anyway, and then the next day. I think the next day or a couple of days later, Miss Butler called me and she left me a voicemail, and I called her back, and I got to talk to her and Tamira, and me and Tamira, we were so close. Like we were like, she was the first person that was like out of the Butler family that was like family to me. Tamira and Miss Butler, they were kind of and then Adrian, and then Dominique, and then Mr. Butler. I mean, kind of all in that order, kind of like that. And that was just in my own mind. It couldn't even been that. They just been family. That's just how they are individually. But that's who, in that order, that's how I warmed up to each and every Butler. Like that's how I kind of was able to kind of open up and be me. Goofy old Jermaine. And so. Yeah, I was able to talk to that half of the family. I'll definitely talk to Mr. Butler soon. I'll call you. Trust me, I will. But I was able to talk to them, and that's pretty cool. And then my mom messaged me, and she's been checking up on me, which is pretty. It's just really cool to know that me and my mom can still have that relationship that I always wanted to have with her, and. Just the words that Adrian said to me, that it's almost like my presence is still there in Dallas. Cause I just can't wait to see everybody again, you know? I really do miss you guys. Everybody. Like, I miss you. All of you. I miss you guys. And I appreciate everything that everybody has done for me over this year. Like, it's August now, you know, and this was the time I found out that I had HIV, you know. And, alright, whew. That was like a big blow to me, you know. It was just, it took me, this has been like the wildest year over the last year, from last August to now in my life. Like, crazy, you know. But I so trust God so much more now. I trust God so much more now. And He's teaching me how to live and let go and let be. And know that He can only change me, that I can't change myself. So, I appreciate everybody, you know, and I miss everyone, and I can't wait. I know that we'll all see each other again soon. If not here on earth, definitely in heaven, you know, us believers, and we got to continue to be salt and light wherever we are. Even if we don't like being there, even if we're growing weary and tired, know that our light is still shining bright, and we have to remain positioned there until God moves us out of position. And that's where I am now, because I'm basically like a janitor, like, you know, forklifts, and we do maintenance this plant, and we basically, like, you know, keep the operations going. And it's a lot of hard work, and I'm having to fight off those thoughts of, do I want to be here, trying to, you know, figure out how to get out of that, get away or find a way out. That's, you know, sabotaging myself. But I've had some pretty good self-therapy over the last 2.5 months, 3 months, and I have some really great roommates who understand exactly what I'm going through, and they've been nothing but patient and graceful towards me. Woo, that would make me cry too. But I have something to show you. Let me go get it. This will be the last thing as far as the update. Year update. If I can find it. I know exactly where it's at too. I've been cleaning today. If I can find it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Alright. I have this envelope. This is Mayfield. This is from my caseworker. Her name is anyway, I don't know if I'm able to share that information, but she's really cool. And she sent me something on my last doctor's visit. And it's Leonardo. I mean, of course, I'm a Raphael. Red is my favorite color. But it's a award certificate that my viral load is undetectable. So, and there's the date. So as of July 17th, which is about a couple weeks ago, I got the undetectable. So with HIV, is the meds that I take and all that stuff, it's been kick and tail, and I'm able just to live life and know that I'm in God's hands and stuff, and just keep reading my word and keep your mind off of me. Keep my mind off of myself and keep my mind on other people. By trying to help other people see the light while I'm still here. Alright, that's it. Love you guys. It's time for me to watch some cartoons.